We are here today with our local real estate expert, John Lieber of New Leaf Realty. How are you?
Doing well, thank you, Molly.
I always come to you with my tough real estate questions because you always have the answers. This one I've heard a lot about. What's going on in the real estate market right now?
That's a great question, and I think one of the interesting things is there's been no general consensus amongst the economists and experts.
Yeah.
I've heard, oh yeah, over the next year, prices are going to go up a couple percent. To I've heard pretty flat to 10% declines to 20% plus declines. So I would be more on the side of we're going to see things come down a little bit more significantly. I don't think 20%, but I also don't think it's going to stay flat.
Yeah.
Um, and I think the interesting thing is, in San Diego, we feel like because we're in such a great place to live, and we really are. The weather's awesome. There's a lot of different businesses that provide jobs here. There's just so many great things about it, but we're also not immune to things coming down.
Yeah.
And I think there are agents that I listen to that will try to say, because of all these things, San Diego's never gonna come down in price, or we're not gonna get hit as hard. Well, the Wall Street Journal just came out with numbers that showed San Diego had the fourth largest decline in prices from the peak in 2022 to where we are now.
Wow.
So, and the other two out of the other three cities were California cities.
Okay.
San Francisco and I think Los Angeles was the third one.
Wow.
So we've seen almost 10% price declines over maybe a 5-6 month period.
Which is pretty drastic for such a short amount of time.
That's a big drop, and really I think it relates to how overheated the market got. It's gonna pull back.
So more like leveling out.
Well, yeah, I think the places that we saw go way up in price, and San Diego was one of those. We're going to come back to a little bit more of what our normal is. Somewhere like, an interesting thing is you look at somewhere like Tulsa, Oklahoma, somewhere like that in the Midwest. You might buy your house 10 years ago for $200,000. 10 years later, it's worth $220,000. Things slow down, it's only worth $215,000. Things just don't move that much.
Yeah.
We're in an area where things move a little bit more.
A little bit more of a volatile market.
Yeah.
But as long as you're buying or selling with a real estate agent that knows what they're doing, there's
Yes.
always opportunities out there.
Yeah, I think there's opportunities. I do think things are going to come down a little bit, but overall, I'm not selling property that I own in San Diego. I think long term, it's a great place to be, and I think there's so many reasons why you want to buy and hold on to property here.
Yeah.
And I would still buy property here now as well. So
See?
my projection is things come down a little bit. We're not going to see it completely fall off the rails, and it's still a great place to hold property.
I love it, John. You always have such great information and such a wide look at the big picture and micro into San Diego. So thanks for joining us in studio today and giving us all this information.
Thank you.